Howdy howdy, my name is Virgil, and I'm going to be playing through a game called Ultrakill. This game has had a demo release in the last couple of days and hasn't really fully released. The fuller release is expected, I think, later this year, 2020. And the demo, I think, is actually pretty promising. So I'll probably be getting it once once it comes out. So I figured I'd play through it and give like a commentary, and a few, tell you what I like, what I don't like, and sort of show off the game. So at the beginning, it gives you this sort of like this kind of pseudo like computer boot up sequence or whatever, and that lets you sort of set the like graphics and the audio and things like that. So I'll just be running through that. That's like, it's a very cool like sort of stylistic thing, I think. There also are a lot of difficulty options. I'll get to that at the end of the video, because there's like a little bit more going on there. But I'll just be playing through it on the normal difficulty. I haven't touched a brutal difficulty yet. I've played through it once already, so I'll give you my thoughts as I go along. So the sort of intro is very reminiscent of, I think, Superhot, where it's like, this sort of computer technoscape, whatever kind of thing. And then it gives you this these objectives: mankind is dead, blood is fuel, hell is full. Seems simple enough, right? So it gives you this like sort of tutorial of like, teaches you how a couple of these mechanics work. So you have like the left shift to dash. Seems simple enough. Then there's these like little monsters that look like Spooky's House of Jump Scares, and it teaches you also to that blood is like sort of healthy or whatever. There's wall jumps, ground slams, a lot of movement options in general, and also these like these point systems or whatever. So the points, you'll see them at the end of the level, except for that one because that's not really a full level. You get rated on various different things, and the points let you buy different upgrades and foam guns later on. It seems pretty cool, like one of those sorts of games where you could like get better results later on, and just go for like a score attack type thing, which pretty neat. So then you end up getting this gun, and then get rooms full of enemies. And as you see, my health bar just like zips straight up there because all this blood, good for the soul. That's what they say. Hopefully my mic is not too quiet. I'm trying to talk over everything, so it's a little bit. This microphone I have at the moment is sort of one that you would have for screaming into, I guess. The pistol I have at the moment, I'm using an ability that hasn't shown off yet, which is what it tells you in this room. You can use the piercer to shoot through floors or groups of enemies. Groups of enemies, I quite like that one. There's a lot of blood, a lot of death, and you can also use it to interact with the environment as well. Oop, I fucked that up there, but. Yeah, you can do some cheesy kind of things with all the different abilities that you get later on. Not abilities, guns. Guns with abilities. Build them. This is my first time sort of doing like a commentary and talking over things, so I'm not super used to filling the dead air. But I mean, I suppose I can get used to it. That's what practice is for. There's some pretty good shots, actually, I reckon. I'm proud of myself. Look, let me indulge just a bit. And you'll see in the corner you've got this sort of Devil May Cry sort of like scoring system where the more style and skill points or whatever you use, the better your score gets. And that'll all sort of contribute later on at the end to give you like a better like overall, more points, better grades and things like that. Which is I'm a fan. It seems pretty cool, pretty enjoyable. It does have replay value, I think, which if you're looking for a game like that, one of those sort of like games you can play while your internet's out or you're offline. that kind of thing. This does have that sort of appeal to me. I think I have games that I play when I'm when the internet's all out and I just have to wait for it to come back on, that kind of thing. So this is a boss. There are some of these in this game, and yeah. The first time I played through this one, it gave me quite a bit of trouble because it's such a small room. You do need to sort of like adjust how quick the game wants you to like run through it. So it does give you like a bit of trouble with that. Like if you're not willing to sort of like run and adapt to the game speed. So at the end of every level, you have one of these things here where it's like a some kind of I missed that on the ASS, the ASS. But yeah, at the end of every level, you have like a score thing that it adds up all your points and then lets you gives you the credits at the end. So the credits you can use to buy upgrades. So I'm going to buy this this marksman upgrade. The alt fire in this one's a bit different. You throw a coin and then you can shoot it to deflect the coin, and then it'll like flick into an enemy basically, which is pretty cool, I reckon. Like it's a very like Wild West type. Ooh. It's quite difficult though to get the hang of it, but it is very cool. I can barely get enough of it when I was playing through. I ended up dying just because I was going through skill shots and things like that. As well, as far as I'm aware, you can like throw the coin with this gun. Oh, who is that? Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, you can throw the coin with this gun and then swap to the piercer, the first gun that we had, and then capture the and then shoot the whoop, shit. All right, I was going for the style. we can ignore that one. Oop. Yeah, you can swap to the piercer and then shoot the coin with the piercer and do like a whole bunch of extra damage, which seems pretty cool, I reckon. Oop, what am I doing? Where's that other guy? Okay. Oop. Oh no, he got trapped in the other room. Alright, seems a little weird. So let's take our time here. No. We don't want to die too much in this sort of quick sort of run through, because I don't want this thing to drag on for like 100 years. Oh, so okay, this is teaching us about the crushers. So I mean, since there's all these like chasing guys, I assume like if I run through, yep, that'll kill the things for me if I get lucky, I guess. So it does seem to have like a lot of these like mechanics that it sort of introduces, and then like, and then we'll sort of, whoa, like slow down. Introduces the mechanics, and then we'll let you like sort of experience them and play with them, and then adapt them. So there's like another like robot here, which I mean I'm assuming I'm a robot as well. It's based on like the picture for the game and like that the whole like boot up sequence or whatever. So I mean I this is the demo, so there's not too much sort of deep lore going on here. The other cool robot though, with like the sword and everything, very cool. I like him. I like the sort of bit where it sort of I like how it shows you shows them off before certain other things happen later on, and we're at the end of the level here. I haven't been using all of the abilities at my disposal, all the tips and tricks and things like that. But this game seems to have like a degree of like mastery to the mechanics that you can develop, and if you're good enough at that, then you'll have you have like a huge way of just blazing through everything else. You can tackle any sort of any combat situation the way you want. Sure, there's plenty of cool stuff. So yeah, all right. And you'll notice some of these rooms don't sort of force you to like run through. Like some of the doors like lock, and they'll force you into like a combat encounter, I guess you'd call it. So that was me reflecting a projectile there, like that pause. But yeah, some of the rooms you can run out of, and this one is a boss room with that sword guy that we just saw. How cool is that? So he's chasing me around with what appears to be a shotgun and that sword. It reminds me a lot of Dark Souls, like, you know, the sort of encounters do feel a little bit reminiscent of that. Also, if you check the health bar, like that coin, lots of damage. Let's check the piercer gives you quite a bit of chunking damage and a lot of blood splatters around. So you like regain like quite a lot of health, even if you are, you know, quite low. You can afford to actually tank a hit if you even if you are quite low, it seems. So his health bar's going red here, so, you know, he's not actually dying, he's just teleporting away. But he gives us a new gun that we can use to clear the debris that was put there when we entered the room. And now we can go back up these stairs in a cool parkour manner, or very neat, and use that to clear this debris, which we didn't know was here, actually. It's very satisfying. Shotgun definitely reminds us a lot of the sort of like Doom heritage of this game, I would say. Found a secret. I didn't know this was here, actually. I just sort of saw that uppity bit. Seems like there might be another. Seems like there might be like another path there as well, but you know, who can say? I'll leave that for you guys to explore when you pick up this game and try out the demo, which is free, by the way, free on Steam, free to download. I'm not being paid, I swear. Alright, that's enough. I'm sick of this guy. Cool. Alright. Yeah, and there's like lots of bonuses and stuff like that for like using different weapons and charge and like, you know, cool tricks like headshots, the flick shot. That's another one. So I can do that. Bang, headshot. Bang. Piercer. Maybe punch a guy. Maybe swap to the shotgun. Go Baba Booey. And then bop. Got him. Cool. All right. Awesome. So yeah, this game's it feels very, oop, shit, fuck. Oop, my bad. That opened up my clip diary. Clip diary is an app that I use, which is like an extended clipboard, I guess. That's a little bit embarrassing. Whoops. Maybe I should clip that bit out. Or maybe I should leave it in, because it'll be funny. Who knows? Oh no, it's the sword machine guy. Who knows? He's lost his shotgun arm. And he's back with a vengeance. So, I mean, this game does have a lot of, like, Dark Souls DNA in it. I'm sort of realizing it now as I'm playing it. Feels very Sekiro as well, if you want to compare it that way. You can like, I'm discovering mechanics as I go along. Like, this is my second time through, and I haven't. Oof, shit. I can like dash and jump at the same time to get like some extra distance. I think I can punch this back as well. No? All right, maybe not. So, with a bit more, you know, practice, bit more like enemies on screen, I reckon you could do some really cool, you know, trick shot type stuff if that's your That's your kind of scene. All right, check this out. Baba Booey explosion. All right. All right, I'm gonna finish him with a coin. All right, ready? Watch this. Bam. Got him. I'm so cool. How's that? I reckon that was pretty pog. That was a poggers moment right there. Hopefully my audio is balanced, because this is going to be really embarrassing otherwise. So I have a new weapon, which is a shotgun, and there is another thing available, which is the pump shotgun. So I can get that and then swap it to the pump mode. The pump mode lets me pump up additional charges to do like a bigger shot, I guess. And the fourth charge does like an explosion. So I'll show that off, because I think it's pretty funny. Just shoot yourself across the room. Ooh, that's a malicious face. Whoa, that guy was shooting his own enemies. Yeah, he is. What the hell? That guy's an asshole. Yeah, I didn't know they could damage each other, but you know, the more you know. All right, bang, got him. All right, cool. And then this guy dead. So I mean, if someone was a better player than me, I bet they could get like a triple S on that, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But I'm not great, so you know, I'm having fun with it, but not stressing too much. But yeah, the cool things you can do with this, I am having a lot of fun with it. So you know, I definitely see myself getting this game when it comes out. That one was quite funny. I quite like that. All the glass panels and the environmental damage. Bang. More. Gone. Too zealous. More? Okay. I also saw a blue glow, so I'm assuming this is one of those. Yeah. I lied, I knew that one was there, but the other one was my first time getting it, I swear. So that's 04. Time SSB. Yeah, no, I swear I should be doing better, but you know, maybe it's just, you know, growing pains. The stress of talking and playing at the same time is too good. So there's like a green doorway over there, and like another path that leads through here. I think I can parkour over to that thing. Yeah, that's really cool. So I mean, I would really like more levels later on to just sort of have lots of these parkour things that let you like shoot and root and toot, that kind of thing. That'd be pretty cool. So this is a big boss leading into hell, it seems, if you believe the sign. It's on the door. Abandon hope, all ye who enter. So I mean, you can see here I'm taking like quite a bit of damage actually, but it doesn't really matter too much because I can, you know, heal from the blood that I'm dealing. So it's not super punishing in the way that like a game like Dark Souls would be, where you have, you know, a limited amount of healing. Health is like a resource, and you need to conserve that, manage it quite well. Speaking of Dark Souls, you know, what does this remind you of? Like a boss coming in halfway through and joining his friend when you kick the shit out of him. This game does, like I said, have like a little bit of that Dark Souls identity in it. Oof. Okay. Maybe didn't play that one as well as I could have, but you know, the restart in this one, especially with the bosses, I find tends to plop you like right back at the beginning of the level. So you know that's sort of where it differs a little bit from Dark Souls in its identity, is that you know it is focused on this sort of like fast-paced, hardcore like type of you know action. Get it right back into it. I guess you know I don't know how to how to describe that sort of feeling, but you know, in my first time through on Dark Souls, I didn't have a very good time because I was you know quite bad, and a lot of the game for me was running back to the boss to give it another go. Okay, I've look the the marksman is fun, but it teaches you bad habits. I'm assuming that headshot does more damage. I can't quite see the entire health bar as I'm sort of focusing on this guy's. Oh. Yeah, it looks like it's that seems pretty brutal. So it looks like I can hit both of those guys with that same charge shot if I line it up and don't miss like that. And yeah, like a lot of these rooms do seem to be like very enclosed, claustrophobic type environments that force you to like bounce off the walls and use all the tools in your arsenal, which I think is really cool. Actually, you know, you might sort of prefer being able to strafe around at your own with like sort of freedom and leisure, but you know, games that do sort of force you to play outside the box and outside your comfort zone, as this is doing to me right now, do seem to be quite fun, you know. And this guy is a little bit mad that his friend has kicked it, and yeah, he's dead. So am I almost. That was a very close close thing. It would have been very embarrassing if I died there. I might have restarted the stream recording or the level to just sort of make it look like I was better at the game than I was. But yeah, maybe not such a good good grade on this level, but you know, that's just the way it goes. So this is the first like level, quote unquote, outside of the prologue, called Limbo. I guess it's fitting for my my name, Virgil, that you know I'm playing a game about descending into hell, which seems to be a little bit of what this game is sort of like, you know, designed to be based on, I suppose. And I'm assuming, like, you know, just given the amount of contrast between this level and then the levels prior, that, you know, each individual like layer will have its whole theme and whole you know, a whole host of enemies and things like that, as well as like bringing back new features and mechanics and things like that, which I'm sort of excited for when this game does come out. Like I'll definitely be interested to see. Whoa, Ultrakill. That's pretty cool. That's the name of the game. That means I must be doing well. Hey. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh! Okay, I better not die here. Fuck. Alright. That was bad. I tried to use the explosion thing on the that pump shotgun to kill a bunch of enemies. It did not play out the way I wanted it to, and yeah, okay. All right. So these guys are playing hard to get, so I might just, you know, whoa. So the coin seems to follow your trajectory a little bit as well, so it makes it a little bit inconsistent, I find, but I mean, maybe that's just me, maybe I'm not used to it. Oh, fuck. Alright. These guys seem to take like a lot of hits. These like, I don't know, they look like super droids from Star Wars. Maybe I can try like just sort of bouncing off the wall. Yeah, that seems to be. Oh, look at me. I'm partying. Yeah, they seem quite tanky. This is a new gun. Cool. All right. Let's give this a go. This is another one of those like horrifying. I forgot what the name of them was. It has a new. That was the like the right click on this one, the special move. I don't exactly know what it does. It seems to be like a bomb, but it takes like forever to blow up. So I don't know if it. Oh wait, no. Okay, I see. Okay, so it's sucking in all the bullets. So if I shoot that in someone like that, and I go like, I don't even need to. Hey, okay, cool. That is cool. I dig this. So yeah, that's. So like, you know, playing this through a second time, I'm like learning all these like new sort of, mechanics and things like that, because they don't really get explained to you per se, but you know, you can learn from all of these. Oh shit, I should probably. Yeah, no, I should have played more aggressive there. So this game does sort of punish you a little bit for like, you know, sitting back, mowing them all down. I wasn't too keen on this gun initially, just because that sort of seemed like what it was like aimed at. But I mean, I suppose, you know, that's on me, right? Like, for not playing the game properly. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot of explosions. Very cool though. As well, I should probably confess, it took me ages to figure out that you could pick up these skulls by punching them and then plunk them down on another oh, shit. On another, you could plunk them down on like another like altar or whatever. Which, I mean, you know, this game does seem like a little bit like cryptic in some places, and I like that to an extent, but I mean, I was so wandering around a little bit, trying to figure out where to go, you know, because none of these doors would like open properly. Well, they wouldn't like do, like I didn't know there weren't any enemies at the beginning of this level until like I picked up the first skull, and I didn't know that I had to do that, so I just sort of trial and error. I got frustrated and decided to punch the skull because, you know, it mocked me with its smug aura. But I mean, I guess that's sort of what the game is going for as well, you know, to an extent. So whether it's you know, a problem or you know, a cool puzzle or whatever, you know, that's sort of up to the way you sort of interpret it and want to think about the game. I'm okay with it, but like, you know, it gets to a point where, you know, I start to feel dumb and, you know, like I don't know what I'm doing. So let's check the nail gun. Okay, there's no other upgrades for this one. I didn't know for sure. I think I have to go this way to level up. Alright. Cool. Not level up. What am I talking about? I wanna I wanna get the skull and put it there. Cool. Bop. Alright, got him. Bang. Got him. So those blue like sentinel flying things seem to want to like crash into you when they die, which is cool, I think. Yeah, it's an interesting mechanic, I suppose. But you know, it's a little bit hard to deal with, I suppose, when, you know, a lot of them die at the same time. I think, I might be wrong, but you might be able to punch like punch them into going like a different direction. That seems sort of reasonable considering you can punch. Yeah, you can. I did it finally. All right, let's try this. Okay, so I don't even need to aim at the guy to be able to hit him. That's okay. Yeah, that's very cool. I understand what that means now. So the bullets will all travel towards that thing. That's very cool. Oof, shit. Okay, there's another boss, but we can't fight him because that's the end of this demo. So, I mean, thanks for watching. I thought this was really cool. I'll go over a couple of other things, but, you know, from that, I mean, that's just basically the entire demo, right? Like, you should be able to get an idea of what the game's like. One other thing that I forgot to mention was that in each of these levels, there are challenges. So, I mean, if I go to these prelude ones that I've all completed, there are all these like hidden challenges or whatever to do specific, you know, tasks or go to specific areas or whatever. So this one has like a slide uninterrupted for 17 seconds. So I mean, I suppose I could do that. Like, it's the kind of thing that you might be able to do in a game normally, and you know, it gives you things to unlock, little secrets, things like that. This game obviously has like a lot of like love and care devoted to it, and yeah, I'm excited to pick this up when it comes out. You know, I hope you'll decide if you want to take a peep at the demo yourself. It's available on Steam at the moment. And yeah, that's it from me. That's what I liked about the game. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, ring the bell, donate your firstborn, and follow me on Twitter. Thanks.